Hi YouTube, Maga Supreme here coming at you guys with another reading. And today I'm in my Dragon Ball Z shirt, so you know I'm feeling Super Saiyan strong. But yeah, for this Sacred Sunday reading, hopefully I can get this uploaded on Sunday. I was supposed to go live for this, but I didn't know YouTube have you sign up and wait to go live. So I just submitted my account to be able to do live videos. So I should be able to start posting live starting tomorrow. So I don't know if I'm going to do a live reading tomorrow for my YouTube channel, but I know I'm definitely going to incorporate live readings into my channel. I really enjoyed this like style of reading, being able to like channel and read, and doing it in front of an audience does actually help me out a bit. It does boost me up a bit. I'm not going to lie. Not just sitting here talking to the camera, but having people to like listen and interact with the message. I really and truly enjoy that. So yeah, starting tomorrow, I'll be able to incorporate live readings. I'll probably try to aim for them on just these days on Sundays, do my Sacred Sundays channeling, and the rest of my content would be pick-a cards or message or channel messages or things of that nature. I'm thinking a lot more about what I'm going to do with this channel. So that's just a quick little update. But honestly, I came here with just one thing on my mind, and that was like to channel a message. And the message that I feel like that's going to keep coming out is going through the process. Like, I'm gonna pull the cards and I'm gonna get like a little bit more confirmation on this. But what I'm hearing now is like, enjoy the process, go through the process. Like, a lot of us, like, we've been getting like a lot of readings about like abundance coming in, a soulmate, a twin flame, all these good things just like coming for us. But what you should realize is that the path to getting those things isn't going to be pretty. And a lot of us, like, when we get a reading about a soulmate, we expect them like in divine feminines like showing up, like divine feminine energy, like making an appearance. Holy Spirit, I guess, is what I'm hearing. Make sure that you guys like really enjoy like the journey, because I'm being drawn to the back of these cards as well. Like the back, you see this person hooded up, being guided by these crystals along this path. Like, you have to like make sure that you guys like really start to enjoy the journey of like what's going on, the journey towards your abundance, the journey towards your twin flame, the journey towards like your final destination in life, towards your destiny. Having more respect for the process, because a lot of people want to just like jump to the result but don't want to go through the process. And I know that's definitely true for me too. I'm definitely one of those people that want to skip the process and get to the result. The process sucks. And but the thing is though, like, I've been learning to have more appreciation for it, like to really just like really go with the flow, to flow to the sea with this, and like really just understand that each one of these like obstacles in my road, each one of these like things that seem to be coming up to confront me, to stop me, to impede me, it's just meant for me to show how strong I am, how versatile I can be in finding solutions to problems in my life, and just like how protected, how divine, and how powerful I truly am when I do overcome these things. So to crown the energy, I'm gonna start with a Wisdom of the Oracle card and see what comes out. So Father, what would you like me to speak to these people? I pray that you continue to keep your aegis of protection over me. Continue to keep my protection strong as I go through this reading and channel this message for these energies. So Father, what message do you want me to share? I open myself to you, and I am ready to serve. Okay, that's hilarious. The card I pulled was Higher Power. This is about like spirit, the Father. I call him Father. Other you might know him as Universe, Spirit, whatever you want to call him, or whatever you want to call him. I know him like simply as Father. So Father is like having me channel the message on Sacred Sundays about him. So with Higher Power coming out, what's on the bottom deck and the change in the wind? This is about the work that he's been doing in your life. Like, and this ties in with the message that I channeled even before I even pulled this card. That you need to start enjoying the transition, enjoying the change, like really understanding and seeing the point and the value of going through the journey and not just arrive and not just like being teleported to your destination. Like I said, a lot of us really have been like struggling with this, and I feel like that's something that I have to say, especially with Clean It Up. A lot of us really haven't been like handling this with like a lot of grace. It's been a real struggle for a lot of us. And one thing that I'm seeing with the Clean It Up card is like you need to clean up your mind, declutter your mind. There's a lot of doubts and a lot of things that might be trying to get seeded into us, especially those of us who are more divine. And I think I said that about like a divine energy reading or something like that. I think that was in my live video from my Facebook page. But for you guys, like it's time for a decluttering, and your life is being cleaned up by the Most High. That's what I'm gonna call him, Father, the Most High. Your life is being cleaned up. Like your life is being reshaped and rechanged. I keep hearing like taking out the trash. Like the people who don't really serve your highest good, they're being shaken off. Like you're really going to see who are the people that are meant to like go with you towards your new abundance. And if it's absolutely no one that's meant to go with you, take that as the blessing that it is, because that means that all these people that you had with you and that you're losing, you're going to get like their value, the value of all those people and new connections coming into your life. So don't really mourn loss too much, because we're moving into the land of promise, the land of milk and honey. With higher power and milk and honey coming out, this is a very biblical, very spiritual message. You guys are coming out of Egypt and stepping into your promised land. But the process of leaving from Egypt was not, the exodus from Egypt was not pretty. Okay, a lot of people died during that process, and it was a big ordeal. And it's the same thing that's happening now in your personal lives. And that's one thing that you have to realize, that coming out of like your old life, your Egypt, and towards freedom is a very messy and trying ordeal. But it's through this ordeal that you really get to see how strong you are and how strong Father is, how strong God is, the Most High. His strength is being proven just as your strength is being proven to yourself. Remember that. And here it is. I'm not bullshitting you. I hope I don't get like demonetized. I'm not monetized, but I hope nothing bad happens for that. But I'm not BSing you guys. Like what I'm gonna like say to you, what's gonna be revealed in this reading is like for true. And this is also about speaking your truth. Find out what's true for you and being able to stand in the power of like just who you are, what you represent, and what you mean to this world. And this is definitely something that I've been like really trying to come into myself. Really accepting the fact that I am a channel and a Levitical priest for the Most High. I'm here to give his word, here to be a prophet in his name. And I'm here to like proclaim that proudly and boldly. Like I am who I am, and I am who I say I am, and I'm here to do this work. And you guys need to find out what your truth is and be able to express it in your everyday life. And that's the big change in the wind that's happening for a lot of us. Being able to like really realize who we are and what's happening, and being able to like stand and proclaim our power. Going through this cleansing of like our lives, our spirit, and things of that nature, so that we may be able to like really step into our power and really be the person that be the people that we're meant to be. Divine influencers, divine healers, divine lovers, or just like people with just like various talents that help uplift and encourage the world. We have change in the wind, deep knowing, and then serendipity. Like I said, you guys, with change in the wind and the deep knowing, a lot of us know that we're being shaped, we're being molded. I keep feeling like I drew in some powerful intuitives to my channel somehow, because I love the fact that this message is coming out. A lot of us, like if you are here and you are on my channel and you are watching this and you get what I'm picking up, what I'm putting down, I think that's going to be the thing here. You picking up what I'm putting down, then you know that you're being led to a really big shift and a really big change in your life, and you need to hold on to that, because there are signs in your life, there are signs in your life that you're heading in towards a brand new life and a brand new change for you. And you really need to pay attention and have a lot of faith and a lot of like acknowledgement of those signs, because that's the land of like the milk and honey. And here I have the milk and honey, the truth be told card lying right next to new life. Like they just came out in a row together, just like this. Being led to somewhere brand new, and knowing that is the truth for you, that you're being led to your highest truth. Yes, this one right here. And the final card that we have from this deck that I'm going to use is the Observer card. Pay attention. Observe the signs. Pay attention to your intuition. Don't just look at things from like a very up close perspective. This is about like getting a higher perspective, seeing things seeing a bigger picture of your life. That right now you're just going through a transition, you're going through a change, you're going through a really tough process right now. But you really need to make sure that you're really taking the time out to like really come back to yourself, come back to Father, come back to your intuition, so it can take you higher and you can get a higher up perspective of your life. Because right now it may seem like you're stuck in a cycle, but you're actually like in this cycle like more wise and have a more power and a higher perspective that you never even had before. And this is the message that came out for my Facebook read. But this is just a remix, and you know, Father is really proclaiming himself today. This is Secret Sunday. So of course he's really proclaiming himself on this day, like, hey, I'm here. This is his message. And new life and new life just been coming out a lot. So pay attention to the signs. Like, pay attention to the signs that a new life is coming, especially with serendipity, new life, and observer. Pay attention to those signs, because you're getting them. If you're seeing numbers repeat over and over again, seeing 1111, 111, 222, 333, 444, whatever, 1010, pay attention to those things, because this is like Father, the angels, your ancestors, your spirit guides, all of them reaching out, trying to let you know, hey, you're on the right track. Hey, we're here with you. Hey, you're this, you're that. Pay attention to that stuff and realize that you're not going in a circle. You're far from it. You're not hitting a wall. You're actually growing and expanding, and you just need to trust the process and keep going, because I'm hearing right here very loudly, very clearly that your growth is beautiful. I need to touch these Moonology cards. For those of you who don't know, I have a very, very powerful connection to the moon. So every time I touch these cards, like, I just get like messages flooded into me. And I really feel like there's something in here for us. You and your loved ones are safe. Like I said, this transition is not something that's like very, very easy for us. I'm hearing that you've been having a rough go of it. My spirit guides, some of them are British, so I'm going to be, I get those kind of like sayings a lot, but a lot of you guys are like been having a rough go of it. And what you really need to realize is that through this whole process, you're safe. You and your loved ones, the loved ones who have your highest good in mind you. Because if some of your loved ones have been the ones plotting against you, trying to throw energy, just know that they're not safe. But I don't know why I laughed at that. I'm sorry. But a lot of people take their family seriously. I shouldn't laugh like that. But hey, you and your loved one, at least you're going to be safe through this. And the loved ones who are like truly loving and supportive of you. And this is a promise from the Most High, with higher power, milk and honey, and deep knowing coming out. This is a deep promise to you. And you guys probably already know this, that you're safe, that you're being led somewhere great. And this is just a confirmation for, I'm hearing a good number of you. This is just confirmation that you're on the right path, that, you know, the Most High truly affirms you and what you're doing. You're being led towards your promise. And you guys are deeply intuitive. You know this already. Some of you know this. Some of you know who he is. Yeah, I'm hearing too. Some of you guys know the Most High. Some of you guys pray. Some of you guys like believe in him. And keep that up. Keep that faith, because you're very close to achieving your goal. Like a lot of us, I've been hearing like going through a dark night of the soul. A lot of us have been like being like stripped, having things ripped away from us, like taken away from us. And it's all because we were meant to like really be brought down to our bare bone essentials. So we'll realize that, you know, have a real beginner's mindset. That's what's coming through. Have a beginner's mindset to just be able to like do nothing but trust in the divine and trusting your intuition and trusting your plans that you hear. We're being really, really pushed back into that, because right now is a time for healing. And this is what's been going on. Like a lot of us truly have been like healing. Like a lot of us been through like a really big tower moment in our lives, and we're being transformed and elevated into something different. So just take this time right now to like truly heal your relationship to the Most High, heal your relationship to yourself, heal your relationship to money, and just heal your relationship to like anything that is important to you. But I'm hearing most importantly, hear your relationship to yourself and to the Most High, because that's what's really going to serve you on your path forward. For those of you who are part of my collective, like part of the higher order beings, our intuition is going to be our guiding light. It's going to be the thing that we're going to have to live on. And right now is our practice on how to live by intuition and not by sight. Walk by faith and not by sight. A lot of us are being like ingratiated into that. Emotions are running high. Your commitment is being tested. Like I said, this has been a real tough time for us. A really, really tough time for a lot of people. I know it's been tough for me too. But your commitment to your goals, to your dreams, and to Father, to Source, Spirit, Universe, whatever you want to call them, your ancestors, whatever you want to call him, your commitment is being tested. So just know that but you're very close to achieving your goals and your commitment is being tested, coming out like overlaying each other. Anyway, with that coming out with each other like that, just know that, this test is almost done. Like a lot of us have already passed our test, and now we're just like coming out through through the end of it. We got through the thick of it. We went through the eye of the storm, and now we're just like passing our way out. And I just seen a man stepping into a tornado around him and then walking towards the other end. So right now things might be a little bit more calm. I know for me this was definitely like an eye of the storm type week for me. I withdrew my energy from everywhere. I went inside myself and I just started like reconnecting to myself, reconnecting to my energy. And just know that your luck is on your side. Because I was challenging the Sagittarius cards. I was look for a big look at the bigger picture, but that didn't come out. But I still got the same image that was in my head. Turns out it was the new moon and not the full moon card. So with the new moon in Sagittarius, luck is on your side. You need to start taking life with like a sense of adventure, a sense of like passion, and a sense of freedom. Like you are where you are right now, but that doesn't mean that you have to like really let your circumstances get you down, or like what you're going through like really like destroy you. Father is like really coming out to like really to support you guys, to know like, hey, your promises are here. You guys already know what's going on, and I'm sending you the signs that your new life is coming. Pay attention, look at them, and know that what you're seeing is true. You need to just like clean up your mind, declutter, so you can truly see the truth. That you're not stuck in a cycle. You're actually growing out of a cycle. And that's how you need to see it. You're not stuck, you're growing out of it. And growth and change is a process. It's a journey. And you can't skip the process and go straight to the results. It just doesn't work that way. So that's something that I think a lot of us needed to hear, that life doesn't work that way. We're going to have to go through this, whether we like it or not. I'm grabbing some cards from this Iris Oracle. Father, what else do you want me to say to the people? What other message do you want me to give? Excellent. Fire Mother, the number 9 card. With Fire Mother coming out, this is the Phoenix card. This is rising from the ashes. Like I said, a lot of us has really been going through a really, really tough time. I'm going to keep this card up because I just love the artwork on these cards. A lot of us have really been going through a really, really tough time. A lot of us felt like we've been destroyed. But just know, like a phoenix, we're going to be rising from the ashes. And that's funny because I was just watching a really random show. I think it was called New Girl. And one of the guys on there, his name was Schmidt. He was talking about like rising from his ashes like a phoenix. And he can't really... And he said this, and it was very profound. And he says, well, if there's no ashes for the phoenix to rise up from, then it's just getting up. Like, no. You need some ashes to rise from. You need like these type of situations to happen so you can truly like rise up and be even more glorious than ever. Like this is a necessary process for soul growth, for spiritual growth. It's going through a dark night, a tough time, and growing from that. Because we do not grow without adversity. Man becomes weak without adversity being present. But make it look like the night. This is that intuitive card for me. Embracing your magic, embracing the end. And I was sitting there talking about the end of how connected I am to the moon, and then like this moon come out. Like I even call myself the male Sailor Moon. So yeah, the moon stalks me, and the moon might stalk you guys too. Some of you guys might also have a strong connection to it. But don't be afraid of your magic, and don't be afraid of your power. There's one more card that wants to come out. What card must have come out, Father? Let me know. This one. Gifts from the past. Yeah. But gifts from the past coming out, this is letting me know that you guys are being able to tap in. Father is allowing us to tap into like our spiritual gifts, our spiritual powers. Even if it's not just spiritual, it's like a gift of intellect, like the gift of a strong body. Maybe there's some talents or skills that you have that you're meant to like try to find out and explore in this moment. I know for me, I've been being told to like engage in combat. Like I really need to learn how to like box or like martial arts or learn how to use a sword. That's one thing that kept coming to me. Learn swordsmanship. And that's something that's been on my mind for a very long time. We have like gifts from our past lives, our past selves, from our ancestors that we need to like tap into. Like also another thing that keeps coming up for me personally is getting into music, picking up an instrument. I might be really strong I'm a really strong musician as well as a warrior. There's a lot of things, just not just spiritual, that we're being gifted with. Because we have great spiritual gifts, but we also have very powerful like spiritual gifts that translate to physical, worldly talents as well. So don't neglect like your talents, like being able to sing, your act, like whatever it is, like your light. Whatever it is that drives you, whatever it is that fuels you, your light is sacred and it's important to this world. And you need to like stay and be true to your energy and realize that everything is going to be okay. Like all the work that you're putting in, even if you think that no one else noticed it, like if you're a small time tarot reader or like if you're a small artist, like, you know, a starving artist, just know that God, the Father, the Most High, He sees your work. And even if you go unseen by the people, you're not unseen by Him. He sees your work and your dedication, and He wants to let you know that everything will be okay. You're just in the process of like growing through it, and things will work out in divine timing. So don't forget to continue to put your love out there, because you can't control how anyone else feels about your work, but what you can control is yourself and what you choose to focus on. So continue to put your work out there. Continue to do the things. Even if no one else sees it, it's being seen by the most important person to see it, and that's Father. And for those of us who have been like wondering, like, where's our soulmate? Like, where's our soulmate? Where's my helpmeet? I'm hearing like someone like really help us through this, someone to like really assist and support us as we go through this. Because what I was saying in my last live that I did, not for this channel but for my Facebook group, that you're going to get to where you're getting off the strength of your own power. But we as human beings, it's not right for a man to be alone. It's not right for man to be alone. So we're going to have someone that's going to come in and support us. For some of us, it's a lover. For a lot of us, it might just be friends or a group of friends. But just know that you won't be lonely on this journey for a very long time. Your ancestors and Father is arranging a meeting, a fated meeting, between you and someone that's really going to help you. Your soul tribes, your twin flame, all that good stuff is like coming towards us. And we just have to really like be open. Like really be open and not really let what's happening like in our life like cause us to eat our heart or like to lash out at other people. We really need to keep our vibrations high and really understand that we are beings of love and light, and that our light is sacred. We can lash out from time to time. I had a very human experience yesterday as well. But just remember to put your crown back on your head and continue to walk this path, because a lot of us have a really powerful message to give. Some of us, I'm hearing a very small number of us, have a very, very powerful message, a very powerful destiny that we need to do for the world as a whole. But for now, for those of us who are going through this hard time and having a hard time stepping in your power, what's a good way to do is just play pretend in your head. Pretend that you are this person that you really want to be. How would that person act? What would this person say? What would that person do? And you need to play make-believe with your life. And I know for a fact, because I always had a really powerful imagination. And when I first started jumping into faith, I used this make-believe method. Like, I made believe that I really truly trust in God, and I believed it, and I did it, and I lived my life like it. And then pretty soon it became natural. It became a cold, hard, fast truth for me that I believe in God, that I'm faithful, and that I trust in Him. And this is a message that some of you need to hear. Make believe. Like, even if you don't see it in your life, pretend like you got it, and live your life like you got it, and watch that shift that comes. Like, just watch how things like tend to work out for you. Because I can't talk about that. I won't say too much about it, but I definitely got confirmation for like how I keep hearing like how I'm an effortless manifester. I finally really truly sat down and I saw evidence of that throughout my life when I was in meditation. Father's been showing me how the things that I say come true. Like how even in my readings, how my readings come true, how they come to pass, at least in my life. I don't know, it comes to true in the life of like everyone that I read for. But really trusting in my power and the things that I say, like really believing in myself, believing in like my light and my gift and my message, because the things I say do come true, and the things that I predict happen. So I really need to like really keep that energy and like really realize that stuff. Let me see, 25 minutes. I really want this video to upload quickly, so I won't make it too long. So I'll end it with some tarot cards here. I keep saying I'm going to end it, but we'll see how it goes. One thing about me, whenever I'm doing channeling, I'm always saying I want to end, but sometimes Father just like pushes me to go further and further and further in the message. So we'll see. First thing we have is the Five of Swords. What's next? What message do you want me to give, Father? Five of Swords, Two of Pentacles. The Emperor and the Ten of Cups. And we got Four of Cups underneath the Ten of Pentacles on the bottom deck. This is really resonating. So, with the Five of Swords and the Two of Pentacles, a lot of us have really been like engaging in inner conflict. Like I said, a lot of us have really been like having a hard time struggling with like this transition and understanding that this transition isn't going to be forever. One thing that we have to realize is that we're being shifted, we're being molded, and we're being guided to a brand new life. And that we really shouldn't, with the Clean It Up card that came out earlier, we really shouldn't be trying to like fight against this. We really have to like reframe our mind and our perspective and get rid of like all these antagonistic thoughts about what's going on, about this process of rebalancing in our life that's going on with this Two of Pentacles here. Balance is being restored into our lives. Like things that don't serve us is being taken away, and the things that are meant for us are slowly but surely being added. I can't believe like everything you need too soon didn't show up. I wonder if that card is even close. Nah, it's not even close. But yeah, okay, it's not close. But we're definitely like having things that are meant for us being gifted to us very, very slowly. And the more and more we begin to trust, to believe, it's like really just go through, the more and more it will be added on to us. But for now, we really need to make sure that we have a proper structure in our life, that we're like more so happy being alone here because we have the Emperor without the Empress. Making sure that you really are the one that's in control and in charge of your life. Knowing that, you know, Father is like here for you and standing inside your very kingly energy. Because the Emperor does control, but what I'm hearing is you can't control anything that's outside your kingdom. And realize that you are a part of the kingdom of God and that He will lead you. So only thing you gotta do is just stay firm, stay 10 toes down, stay in your power, keep your crown on, and watch how you're going to be fulfilled in your life. Because the Emperor rules over himself, rules over his energy. You are the ruler of your life. No one is yours but you. You have supreme control over yourself. And keep that going as balance is being restored in your life. Discipline your mind, discipline your energy, discipline yourself to make sure that you're able to receive this ultimate fulfillment that's coming your way. Because what you guys don't see at the bottom deck with the four of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles, what you guys don't see is that you're being led to the ultimate prosperity here. And what did I say about this? About seeing synchronicities? The Empress, the 4 card. We got 4, 4, 10, 10. You guys are being led to to ultimate happiness and ultimate fulfillment in both your spiritual, emotional, and physical lives. But this is a process that we have to go through. Realize that this is a journey and not just a teleportation to the end goal. So I'm gonna get some cards to end this message because I really don't want this to go on for too long. I really want this thing to upload quickly. And I'll make my live videos like hour-long reads, but For the sake of uploading, I'm going to make sure that I cut this one a little short. So let's get an affirmation card, and then I'll end it with a rune. I'm hearing I have to end it with a rune. So let's get an affirmation or 2 or 3 out here. So Father, what do you want me to give to the people? Beauty. Yes, this is one of the things that keep coming up for me as well. Realizing your beauty and your worth. Like, a lot of us are being made really, really pretty because we are building and raising our vibrations. And when you raise your vibrations, you become incredibly attractive. One thing that I've heard from like my ex is that the anointing makes you sexy and irresistible to other people. And that's one thing that I found to like really be true. One of the few things that he said that actually was true. That the anointing does make you beautiful. It does attract in a lot of people. I'm beautiful even when I don't think it. I'm beautiful even when I don't see it. I'm beautiful no matter how many people don't say it. And I know that's something that I deal with. People hating, not wanting to give me my 10s. and another 10. Okay, Father. Okay. People don't say it. I'm beautiful and I don't even care if you know it. I'm beautiful, which is why I don't have to try so hard to show it all the time. Absolutely. You don't have to try to be beautiful. Those of us who've been following along, who's been like really following along with the Most High, believing in our intuition and going through this dark night with grace and dignity, just know that you're a beautiful person, even if no one else is saying it to you, and even if no one else is like commenting and telling you or anything like that. It validates yourself internally, and Father will always come and validate you as well. And here is his validation. You are beautiful, no matter who you are. If you're watching this, whether you're a man or a woman, just know you're that bee, you're that nigga, you're that bull. Okay? Don't let anyone else try to take that away from you, and that's real rap, because you are who you are. Confidence, bruh. Give me that power, Father. Thank you. Confidence. It's time for us to really just like know who we are. Know the gifts that we were given, the blessings that we were given. God's people are beautiful people. God's people are beautiful people. Most of them are like really, really attractive. And if they're not attractive, they have a wealth of talents, skills, and abilities that make up for their lack of looks. So just know you're blessed in all kinds of ways. And the path that's unfolding for you is filled with options for you to take. You're going to have choices. I feel like some of us never really had choices. We only had one path presented to us. That's how strict the limitation was on our life and how focused it had to be for us to learn our lessons to get to this point. I know that's definitely true for me. My life has been very limited, very restricted. I had doors closed on me left and right. But now we're stepping into a time of options because we're starting to realize our personal power. But just be patient and focus on loving yourself. And that's the message that I gave with my Facebook group, the live that I did there. Learning to love yourself and to be patient with yourself and being patient with this process, going through it and not fighting against it or resisting it. Because self-love, learning to love yourself and practicing radical acceptance of yourself, of your uniqueness, of your quirks, of your gifts, of everything that's like aligned with you, practicing that radical act of self-acceptance and love is going to bring all these beautiful blessings towards you. So revel in your beauty. Be confident in who you are. Like, even if other people may perceive you as arrogant or conceited, fuck them. Because you are who you are, and they're not trying to give you your roses. They're not trying to do that. You give your roses, you give your accolades, and you give your props to yourself. Because I know I've always had a problem with people trying to humble me because I never really got compliments. I never really had people trying to big me up. Not really much emotional support. So whenever I would give it to myself, people would become very incensed, very angry that I'm confident, call me arrogant, that I need to be humble, that I'm barking the bark, but I don't have the bite. Like, don't believe that. Don't believe the hype. Don't believe your enemies. And I'm going to say this again, don't believe your lessers, because that's exactly what they are. Don't believe them. Engage your life with a sense of wonder, because God is going to show you things that you've never seen before. So the only thing you have to do is just open yourself up to it and allow yourself to be led. And to approach everything with gratitude, with appreciation, and with excitement, because good things are on the way. So I'm going to pull this rune card and I'm going to end the message off of that. Haha. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. we have Gable and Manas at the bottom deck. Now with Gable literally hopping out the Gable jumping out of the deck as the rune. This is the rune of divine union. Like I said, some of us are calling in our twin flames, especially with someone soon coming in. Like this is definitely the union of divine of energies, of spiritual energies, and this is a union like of some of us really meeting our loving counterpart, our true love, or like the people that are meant to intersect with us at the proper times. Like this is also a gift from the spirit, like a gift of a union between you and the Most High. This is definitely like really beautiful like energy coming out. You're coming into union with not only yourself, but with Manas, with your higher self, with spirit, with the sun and the moon, like two conflicting energies coming and working together. Especially what make it look like the night coming out, like with the intuition card. Like a lot of us are about to like really start balancing our energies, like our inner divine masculines, our inner divine feminines. If you haven't already unified them together, they're going to start coming into union within yourself. Even if you want to reject the new person coming in, you can definitely take this for just like reuniting your own personal energies, especially with Manas showing up, being the card of an enlightened, higher thinking being, someone who's connected to the consciousness of the world. And Lagos here showing up as well, the card of the intuitive, the psychic, being able to like listen and block everything out, being calm and still like a lake, and allowing those intuitive informations and messages to flow. So this was a very, very synchronicitous like ending here. You guys are coming into a greater union with Father. Like now I'm hearing now is the time. Now it's the time for us to go higher, to draw closer to his light and his glory, because he is paving the way for him to make his appearance here again. And we really need to be the ones to help usher him in and help raise up the other generations to help usher him in. So with Gable here, he's giving us the gift of abundance, the gift of beauty, the gift of confidence, the gift of realizing that we can have whatever we want in this world. And for a lot of us, it's the gift of our true love, the divine connection and union of our energies, someone that's going to come in soon. So if you like this reading, please make sure to like and subscribe. Please leave a comment. Let me know how you guys like it, how everything went. And I thank you all for being with me and like participating in this beautiful, beautiful reading with me. Like it was truly amazing. Thank you all.